Hello people, it's me, Libluini, and welcome back to Gem and Holograms Season 2. Again we enter the world of Dominion 6 and trying to take over the world with the power of music from the 1980s. We are now in early winter, the year 3 of the Ascension Wars, and we got some messages. Our war with Hinnom enters another phase, and we have another contender, not on our side. Forces of Ur suddenly attacked Kailasa. So does this mean Ur is concentrating on our ally and not on us? Who the fuck knows? Certain people on Discord seem to think it is like this, but I am still waiting. Yes, we empowered someone in fire. Got Mayor Faye Footfork. And Bad Omen, Misfortune +3. Old Man Mountains. Yeah, this may be our friend Arco, because the player of Arco loves this shit. And he did this to Ur, so maybe he does this to us now too. Yeah, this is looking ridiculous. He moved this army around, and he has this big army sitting here. And now he's attacking Kailasa. Yeah. This is not exactly the big attack I've expected from after hearing this on Discord, so I would say I'll wait before I believe that I'm out of the frying pan and into the fire here. Tis is also still in the game. Nice one, AI. We marched in and what the fuck? Did he put the commander on patrol or something? Maybe he was trying to get some blood slaves or something. Huh? Funny. And bad harvest. Okay, that hurts us. Alluvia. Oh, well, not so much. Alluvia is a shitty province. Then, yeah, blood magic gets better this month. Bad news for us, because we are on the Blood Nation. So now we are here. Where's the enemy? The enemy has moved out of range. So I guess southward? Okay. This of course means I want to finally take out this stupid place here. So let's put the bigger army here. And then, since the new army is taking over, I can use the real army here to strike back at Ras, since apparently maybe he's back in there? Well, fuck, we don't have... Yeah, that's bad. Normally our secret underwater units could spy on the provinces right next to them, at least a little bit. But Hinnom is just one tick away, so I have to sacrifice a scout to see more. This also of course means it's probably for the best if we are instead going to the south to take back the swamp. And since we want to see, it's probably best we move scouts in this direction here. Perfect. More scouts, please. Let's see. It will take away for them to go the long way around here. And we got only 6. Yeah, well, we apparently need at least 1 level more to get the 7th. Too bad. So let's go back to research, lady. Yeah, we are getting more assassins. Funny thing. And what's our research doing? Yeah, it still sucks major ass. So let's squeeze in another Dreamstone. Yeah, we need mages in bigger numbers. So let's concentrate on those. And these here, this lady gets our new Dreamstone, so she can boost our research a bit more. And yeah, that's the question now. Do we have something we can give over? Oh yes, we now have a level 3 battle mage, so let's search for magic sites again and see what happens. The question is now, what do we do with our assassins? There is no target right now. It's possible that he comes back soon. Yeah. So let's make one big combo. Well, that should be the basic movement. Our main army takes over the Wallguard siege. The smaller army tries to take back the ensorcelled swamp. While our assassins are combining forces in Ras. This should be close enough in case this big stack tries attacking instead of moving off to the Kailasa front. It could, after all, be that Arco was just overexcited and this is just a little oopsie from someone who tried to attack someone else. Moving front lines can be a bit awkward sometimes. On the other hand, yeah, that looks far worse. It seems we're watching some kind of massive first strike going on. We have to get a move on so we can get Kinom's capital under lockdown. And we still have, well, no money left right now, since we are just recovering from our oopsie where we lost 100 units and a bunch of mages. Did we lose any mages? I don't think so. We seem to have a ridiculous number of mages. It's just that most of them aren't doing research. So let's start. I have a list of renaming to do. I've decided to make assassins after a theme, the Misfits. This is the rich lady who is the chief lady singer of the Misfits. Sorry, I'm not so good in the jargon of music bands as I may have let on. And of course, the ladies recruited in the Broken Land will get Dreamstones as long as I can make them. And as the first one, she gets the pixie things because as an assassin she needs luck. And this means having auto luck means I don't have to give her this spell in the first line of the scripting. That means she can attack with her normal spells faster. So next thing to forge. Poison resistance is funny. Scale walls. So really lets an assassin make assassination attempts into or out of besieged force. This amulet is enchanted to bestow the properties of Spider to its user. That could actually be really useful. Ring of regeneration? Yeah, that seems a bit useless, but it would be nice for our goddess. Hence, while she is beefy, for someone who is basically naked, she also could die if she actually has to face a battle. I am kind of running low on mages that aren't at the same time the fulcrum of our, let's name it, what's the name? Research battalion. Then we have this one here. It gives supply bonus, but temporary nature gems, so forever and a day, anyone who carries this around will have 2 nature gems at the beginning of battle. Very useful, and we even have someone who can forge it. Too bad we haven't unlocked any super spells yet. This would be useful. I mean, for an assassin it's a bit expensive. That's why I'm kind of waiting with making more wheels, because those are also expensive boosters. The highest we have is construction 5 and evocation 5. Yeah, that's... yeah, you know, trying to get to the point where we can get a global up and running. Not really much we can do for now. So let's see. More importantly, one of our summoners needs this here, just in case we can squeeze a 7th of our magical footfall out of us. Oh, we are already running dry. That's too bad. Do we have some Astro? Oh, we have some minor Astro. Well, since I don't have Astro mages, I can just glam it up some. Don't need a trade for this. And now we get a Gossamer Wheelfowl. Our lady here. Ay, that's the name. Hey, how about I give you a name from Gem and Hologram, so you know. Kimber Benton, the sister of Gem. That's, I think, fitting for a big mage. Next turn I probably can't make new Dreamstorms for a while. I have to find a trading partner for our less than useful gems. Otherwise I would have to melt them down, and that's expensive because 2 gems make 1 Astral Repel, and 2 Astral Repel makes another gem of your wish. So in Assassins this means we lose 4 gems of any color that isn't glamour. It's expensive, in other words. Troop recruitment keeps going, great. Yeah, Jam, you should probably have bodyguards, now that I think about it. Okay, priority 1, do something to protect our goddess. Resilience is also good because it gives you reinvigoration, which means less sleepy time. More for battle than assassination, so since in assassination you don't have that much time, so especially not the lone assassin. So, regeneration for our goddess. Okay, I don't have any gems left over, but there's the Gossamer Gown. It's a tiny bit of protection and some extra HP. Mostly it's... yeah, it's not very good. Do we have anyone else who can forge something? Like you, for example. The Armor of Souls. Oh, blood magic, of course. And it needs blood magic level 5. Yeah, at that point I'm not sure I need it anymore. It's kind of funny how some of the boosters are fairly cheap and others cost you 10 arms and 5 legs. This is also nice. Assassin Patient plus on fire resistance, attack skill plus 4. Of course, this is of limited value to an assassin who uses magic attack. Then there is the Ring of the Warrior, but that one needs blood magic. Well, we have blood magic, but we don't have yet started searching for temporary fire gems. Yeah, that would be good for her, ironically. Yeah, so, see, she could use something that's Invigoration 5. I mean, by which I mean she here could use something like this. Because level 3 fire is actually fairly useful, but not if she gets exhaustion. Yeah. The extra fatigue is really bad for the hell. So something useful here. Helmets, for example. Well, a dragon helmet, but... Oh. This could be useful. It's at least fairly cheap. Fire resistance more or less good because it lets the assassin hold out for longer instead of immediately rooting as soon as they get a little scritchies. Dark vision could be useful. Do our elves have something like this on nature? Oh, they have dark vision 50. Plus 50 would be 100, so perfect dark side. So I would have the exact ability, the same abilities in the depth of night. Potentially useful. But again, this is one of those games where you can't make something for everything. A weapon would be kind of counterproductive since the natural level 0, length 0 attack, sorry, is so much better than anything I could forge. It's armor negating, it sucks the life out of someone, so it heals the attacker. It's hard to justify forging a weapon for an assassin who has a strong natural weapon already. You probably had to get up to level 7 construction or something. The Hardfinder sword could potentially, but it's all too expensive considering the weapons they already have is already fairly good. Yeah, pixie boots are useful, more stealth, inherent luck. I have no idea what I should give them on the... Here I have someone who isn't a research mage. Do we have some sheep claptrap from the green side? That would be a nice combo. More hit points, moral and poison resistance. Of course, encumbrance again. And 10 gams, well, since it's for an assassin. 5 gams, oh, that would be a little bit, yeah. Not instantly dying. The ranger cloak. More stealth boost. And more protection. But it lacks the, oh, that may be work far better than the direwolf pelt. That one, yeah, on the cheaper range, I probably go for the ranger cloak because more stealth is always good. Then of course the direwolf pelt also gives you the ladies more attack and defense skill. It's hard to see which one of the sheep options would be best. Of course, a gossamer wheel would be the best because then I could cut down on the gems the ladies need to carry around, and even more stuff on inherent blur. But they're also fairly expensive. And the mistletoe garland is another cheap option for to get luck and some additional poison resistance. But the pixie shoes are also good and would give us some overlap. The spider amulet would probably be for the best. So pixie shoes, spider amulet, and something cheap that doesn't inhibit movements too much. Now this is defense 3, this is defense 8, but it's also starting with the encumbrance again. Well, we have tons of, yeah, we probably need the glamour gems more. I would say ranger cloaks make more sense. So we have done a little bit defense, a little bit stealth, and thanks to the pixie shoes, defense skill, which makes them harder to hit, more movement on the strategic map, inherent luck. Then we need something they can't put on the head. The hornet helmet makes them worse at attacking and gives them a second attack, but it's also 0 encumbrance And it is a huge protection for having otherwise nothing. And hell, having a second attack would be interesting. Do we have any other options? Oh well, okay, we already looked at the fire options. Do we have something else here? Yeah. Well, everyone else is already forging, with one exception. Well, okay, what is the high-end nature options here? Yeah. Well, this is kind of a long-term project. And I have another forger next turn. Well, this lady could be... We take our list. Huh. Yeah, Kimber Benton is already done. Pizzas, yeah, the other two, well, three, since it's season 2 now, where the Misfits got a 4th member. Then I have this guy. Yeah, that would be for the Prophet, probably. If I can see this guy, where did I put the Prophet? Oh yeah, the Prophet is right here. Can I rename the Prophet? Nope. Sadly, that would have been a really good name. The question is, we have a Blesser here. I put some Blessers in here. So I don't really need the Scapegoat. The Scapegoat therefore can stay. Let me see. Yeah, at the is only a minimum of. Okay, so this army doesn't actually need the Scapegoat. They can do fine on their own, using mainly magic and magic dogs to attack. This is a real army. Yeah, fuck. Oh, I guess I know which one gets the name of the boyfriend of Jem, but I guess I need to save up some gems. The Misfits will be coming in each turn. So, what can you do here? We need something cheap, the Spider Amulet. So, and we make here our team of 4 super assassins. If Ur gives us the time for this shit. So let's see. Next turn I can't very easily forge anything made of glamour gems again because we're running dry. Yeah. So let's concentrate on forging nature stuff. Yeah, maybe another pixie boots for the second in line. But also it would be nice if I finished it. Let's see. Mern could deal with something on the head. And Kerr could then forge Ranger Cloak. Yeah. Amulet, Ranger Cloak, helmet. Yeah, I guess at that point we would have 20 gems put into each assassin, so we should maybe stop at that. If the concept works, it works. We'll still have all those old school ladies, of course. Personal luck can then go away for something else. Either illusory army to instantly have an Skull defenders, and then I'll probably switch Visions of Death and Dance of the Ephemeral Swords around, just in case it isn't enough. Or the rest would be then something like Illusory Army, Dance of the Swords, then Visions of Death, then Visions of Death, Visions of Death. Yeah, probably. Probably. Maybe a second cast of Illusory Army, but No, that made eat too many games. Visions of Death, after all, needs games simply because they're one level too low for it otherwise. And if you want a whole bunch of Visions of Death to kill someone, there's still somewhat of a loaded gun. If I can equip them with a glamour booster, that would make things so much easier. But alas, would be funny, however, if I can eventually forget about the thing with the gems, and then I surprise someone who thinks I need to reload all my stealth assassins, and then I don't need to. Do I have something that could help me out? Because if we have a glamour item that can just give us some temporary glamour gems, that would be nice. But I guess I have to go to our pretender to see the full list and possible things. Keg of supply and false supplies. Now, false supplies are mean. Your people will still starve, but they won't get a moral damage. They get deceased and they die anyway, but they're happy about it. It's kind of mean. And there is the dream spool. Oh yes, temporary glamour gems. That's what we wanted. So we can choose either we shoot out the illusory army. Yes, of course. We still have this problem of not having enough. Yeah, if I have a booster on top of this item, then we could get away with some bullshit. Yeah. Too bad the Glossamobile is so good, because it means it's also really expensive. Now there is still a level 2 levels above this, but will probably take a while to get Construction 7, and then Construction 9 will be a nightmare. Cure all elixir, which is of course of limited value for us, since we have already people who can do this for free. The Gossamer Cloth. Ah yes. So the Dream Spool is perfect for assassins, since it's very cheap, and it gives the Glamour Mage some additional bodyguards of their own. Clam of Pearls is nice for astral dudes. And it costs water and nature. Temporary astral gems from water and nature is weird, but I guess it's because it's a clam of pearls. Very funny. So it's something you need water and glamour to forge, but it gives you astral pearls. But only in battle. So it's only useful if you're also of astral. So anyway, Construction 5. Yeah, we have all this shit here. Not really of much use to us. Then very powerful magic items, and then unique magic items. But yeah, Construction 5 it will be for now. I'm not even sure I should research Celestial Rainbow right the fuck now. I think Jam is the only one who can give herself a water ring. But yeah, a water ring booster is level 7 or something. That's nasty. And of course the Rope of the Sea needs level... Oh, it's exactly okay. So level 4 is already in it for here. Well, why not? It's not like we use the water gems for anything else. So she is already at water 4 then. This is important because if we go through with this and evocation 9, Celestial Rainbow needs water 5. We're one step closer. Yeah, this may be insanity, considering how long it takes to research a level 9 spell. Probably smarter to make sure I can actually get her up to level 5 in water before we trying this madness. Yeah, now we are doing lots of forging, and this of course sucks even more out of our research, or our poor research. Recruitment continues, 2 mages a turn and some more infantry. While our main armies are striking now, where we have now 3 forces, a block of assassins, in case Hinnom sends his mage stack back to us, a main army to doing the hard siege work, and a small and fast strike force. The question is, of course, what do we have here? Protection 7 is kind of shitty. Man, are those guys bad at this. Those, Well, okay, then at least someone who can actually take a punch. Are we still recruiting these guys? Nope. We need more income before we can do this. Oh, this is well organized. This is well organized. I have no idea. Yeah, we need more scouting. Yeah? I haven't tried Panofia. If this doesn't work out, I can always recruit some more water units down here. Would be funny if we managed to strike. Of course, I just realized the army I'm sending down here can't sneak, since they're only having stealth units. Yeah, not a single unit that can't sneak. Ah shit, those guys. Well, in emergency I guess I could leave them behind. Fuck it. In case I have to go across battle lines. Yeah, okay, our profit isn't too bad in terms of firepower. And we have to leave the non-sneaking units behind, so just in case we have to cross the silver mark. We don't want to antagonize Kailasa, our ally. Of course, this being Dominion 6, if Kailasa is completely obliterated by Ur, we are of course free to take the remaining provinces. But right now, I'm still planning on taking out Hinnom, so Kailasa can then concentrate on the new enemy. Which of course, now I'm realizing this might be a defensive posture, since logically I can't help Kailasa if I have to walk straight through Kailasa. So I guess it could also be that Ur is putting these armies here to block me in case I'm trying to break the map. But don't worry, I need a lot more money or gems before I can do this. So this is it for this turn. I'm interested to see how fast I can press forward to the east now that Hinnom has wandered off. And Kailasa is busy, which of course isn't good for us. And she is clearly winning down here. On the other hand, if I can take Hinnom's main capital away from him and destroy this big stack of mages, I can't stop giving a damn and just roll down into the south, taking over. I mean, I'm not at war with Ctis. Ctis will just ignore me as long as I'm not walking right into their provinces. So I can stay in the middle road here and just go south if Hinnom comes up here. Man, our borders will be awkward if Ur actually manages to win here. But let's trust in the player of Kailasa. And I'll trust in me trusting in him. So that's it. The rest of our scouts can do for now. I have priorities. Libluini out. Hello people, it's me, Libluini. And welcome back to German Holograms Season 2. We are here in the world of Dominion 6 to take over the world. It's now winter in the year 3 of the Ascension Wars, and our war against Hinnom continues, while Kailasa, our ally, has been attacked by Ur, our other neighbor. So it's now elves against giants, against apes, against hairy men. Yeah, okay, Ur is a weird nation. One oracle of the dead has claimed another throne in the name of the beginning of dominions. I am thinking Agartha, Cave Nation. And then, why are you doing this to me? The timer of this multiplayer session is running out and it's 2 AM, so I am forcing myself to record this, but I'm tired as fuck. But I feel, well, kind of suffering. Where's Anderson? Oh. Then, yeah, our sorcerer still hasn't found anything. Kailasa has made another profit. Yeah, for now I'm giving up. Is there something I could forge with level 3? Oh, not even a flambeau? Yeah, not much interesting to forge right now. At least as a level 3 mage she is up to research 40. Yeah, let's get here to research. Messages. And we have here Valheim attacking independence and winning. That was where? Oh, over here. It took a while, but someone managed to get around to these provinces here. Yeah, apparently this island of mostly swamp was still not conquered by anyone, and since Valheim can sail, they just crossed the ocean without hurting anyone. At least it reminded me to continue moving my scout in this region. Then Kailas against Roboctis. The lizards get their shit pushed in by a small army. Saw this kind of thing already. Then in Panofia, another small army marched in and took a province we were just attacking. And our cheap turtle warriors get absolutely dumpster fired by the enemy's sacreds. So in honor of our turtle warriors, let's see them die in something colloquially called a bump in Dominion's multiplayer speech, as we've run into our allies accidentally. Now our turtle warriors get killed with extreme prejudice, and then survivors get hunted down. Yeah, these guys punched them to death and stabbed them a lot too, I guess. Yeah, that's not of course not good. But that's the risk if you're attacking blindly. Sad thing is with this kind of force composition, we could have actually won the round for Kailasa's strike back. Then in Old Forest, Kailasa takes back the province. And of course, yeah, it looks the first strike hasn't exactly worked out, and Kailasa has taken back some provinces and additionally gained more ground against our friend. Then we found some camps, and worldwide units have gotten younger. It's actually not that helpful for us since our eternal elves don't really need this event. Helps people like Ur and Kailasa more than us. Then a hidden decree of the Pantocrator, the original super god of the setting, has become active because someone fucked around with his old throne. And now people are terrified because everything is more order. So everyone's holy divine dominion got weaker and order scales got up, which actually is good for us, but it also means the number of good events is going down. Otherwise, well, I've already moved into the swamp to get this one back. Our scout died trying to take a look at Hinnom because Hinnom is patrolling. Really unfair, if you ask me. This was discovered and then killed, yeah. As you can see, forces of Hinnom, so he actually had a block of units patrolling, so I can't take a look at what he is doing. Which of course means, well, after Ensorcelled Swamp it's like 1, 2, 3 turns anyway. After that point, we'll probably just take Volgard before moving on. Our assassins are now all ready to rumble, but they are more a trap to entice Hinnom to come back, so we can strike in passing. Then we forged a bunch of shit. First off, the Rope of the Sea and a Ring of Regeneration. So now she can regenerate 10% of hit points each turn, and she is getting closer to level 5 in water, which we need for this one big spell we are researching. But until then we can put her back to research. Speaking of which, research is running along, closing in on... sorry. Runny nose. Terrifying. Shit can go wrong at 2 AM in the morning. I also nearly squished my cat because she had taken control of this little stair here. No, wait, not stair. Chair. Even losing command of the English language. Should hurry up before I'm keeling over unconscious. We got, of course, a new lady here, and she gets a new Dreamstone. Grip of command, I still haven't found anything. Customer real, and I'm like, this kind of thing. Sorry. So research boosted a little. And oh fuck, I really need more this shit. So another Dreamstone. We'll go back to research for now. Then we got Pizzas, and the next of my list for the misfits was Roxy. Whoops. Nope, wrong shortcut. Yes, that works out. Oh, we still have 7 glamour. So the question is, what? No. probably pixie shoes, because it's 5 nature, 5 glamour. So let's do this. And scissors gets the spider amulet. So now she can scale walls and has terrifyingly 85 stealth. Question is 15, and our other guy had research 14. There's not much difference thanks to experience points collected. Can this guy forge the ranger cloak we discussed earlier? Yep, we can. So let's do this. And we got this Gossamer view. A forged gem has her power up. Oh, I completely forgot that Kimber Pen didn't have one. And that's interesting. Okay, now she is 4-5. Now I'm kind of bound to find out. Oh, we really have a lot of stuff we're not really needing, so let's melt down some of the shit we're not using. And oh, come on, it's well, earth is something I don't really need right now, so let's... Oh wait, I think I'm overdoing it because I only need 12, right? Yep, okay. Summon Fey Footfall 5+, so let's see if we can get 7 now instead of 6 with another level added. And sooner or later we need one of our horse guys to go over there and collect more units. Yeah, troop recruitment continues. Mage recruitment continues. We've settled on 2 of our Baoban She ladies, so we can get 2 mages with our current income. And then I hope we're finally getting Wall Guard here, even though there is not much income to get. Then we're striking at the Ensorcelled Swamp next, where we can get our gems back. And then we'll extend into Ras next, since our ally is blocking our way again. Well, the rest is strategic. Kailaza, of course, is now fighting against Hinom and Ur. And since there's still a lot of Ur to eat, Hinom to eat, we'll see how things develop. At first, good news, because the troops I saw here in the Promised Land have scaled down a lot. So I'm carefully saying that all the armies that were stationed here probably weren't stealthed units that are now hiding among our territory. Instead, they must have marched out into where the fuck I can't see, which tells me something. And this is more scouts. Our next line of scouts should walk up into the north, so I can see what our pesky neighbor is doing. Yeah, that's it actually. All done now. We still have to do this siege now. Yeah. Anything else? Nope. Forging a bit. Is there anything I could do with my... Oh yes, cast summon. Do I have something I could forge to add to aid in our siege? Like the wall tracker, but the one needs air magic level 3, so siege strength I can't get this way. The Horn of Storms. Yeah, that's just for more air magic. And the Dream Spool. And yeah, that's something for next turn, I guess. Already forged all the shit I can. The Horn of Valor is for inspiration. Nope, doesn't look like anything I can make right now. Yeah, no. We have used up everything we could do with our gems this turn, and we simply do not have anything pathwise that would allow us to forge something that could aid us in making more sieges happen faster. Or I have this guy who has Earth. Can I do something with this? Forge? Nope, not really. The Wild Shaker is air again. Would have sworn that Elf magic would help out here. Of course, I could empower him and then forge a pair of Elf boots to get him up to level 3. But even then, so we don't really have anything. We could the midget measure. Huh. I think there might be an Earth weapon at level construction 7, which I could then use Earth to forge. But otherwise, nope. Is there something insane I could summon, like cave grabs? Nope. I need a cave province for this, I think. Oh no, cave grabs is available. Nope. Can only be cast in caves. Yeah, well, cave grabs have a bonus to siege strength. But I don't have a cave province available. So nope, we will have to tough this out with our normal army then, I guess. Yeah, okay, that's then for now. Can't really add anything. Yeah, the globalist is filling up, and our shitty research really needs help. Well, let's see if we keep on making dreamstones and handing them over to newly recruited mages for an extra boost. Otherwise, Libluini out. I am done with this.